You wake up, and the tank is already on empty. You feel completely drained, and the day hasn't even started. It's that sinking feeling when your alarm goes off, the kind of bone-deep exhaustion that sleep can't fix, and a creeping cynicism about everything you used to care about. I get it. I've been there. This isn't just a bad week. It's the slow burn that hollows you out from the inside. It's a crisis of your energy, your sense of purpose, and your connection to the world. But what if I told you there's a way to put out that fire? I'm not talking about platitudes or quick fixes, but real practical steps backed by science. This is about how you can go from just getting by to truly thriving again and building a life you actually love. Stick with me. First things first, burnout is not just being stressed. Stress is feeling like you're drowning in responsibilities. Burnout is feeling like you're all dried up inside. It's a state of long-term physical and emotional exhaustion. The World Health Organization is on the same page, calling it an occupational phenomenon that comes from chronic workplace stress that hasn't been managed well. This is so important. Burnout is not a personal failure or a sign of weakness. It's a natural response to being in an unsustainable situation for too long. It really boils down to three things. First, overwhelming exhaustion. Second, feeling mentally distant from your job or becoming cynical and negative about it. And third, feeling like you're not effective anymore and aren't accomplishing anything. You might be irritable, have trouble focusing, pull away from people, or even get headaches and sick all the time. Burnout quietly takes apart the person you are, leaving you feeling hollow and disconnected from your own life. You can't heal what you refuse to see. Burnout loves it when we ignore it, when we just tell ourselves to power through. But your recovery starts the second you give yourself permission to stop pretending you're okay. This isn't giving up. It's the first smart move toward getting your life back. So ask yourself, and be honest. Are you tired and drained most of the time? Have you lost your spark and started to feel cynical about your work or even your life? Are you dodging responsibilities or isolating yourself? Seeing these signs for what they are is the first real step. You are not lazy, you are not broken, you are depleted, and admitting that is where your power begins. A lot of the time, burnout comes from a deep mismatch between where you spend your energy and what you actually value. You're pouring everything you have into things you have to do instead of things you want to do. The fix, backed by science, is to consciously reorganize your goals. This isn't about making your to-do list longer, it's about making it more meaningful. Start by taking stock. Write down all your tasks, both at work and at home. Then sort them into 3 columns. Things that give you energy, things that are just neutral, and things that drain you. This simple exercise will show you exactly where your precious energy is going. The goal here is to slowly redesign your life to have more of the stuff that actually energizes you. Research shows that just shifting your mindset from an avoidance goal, like, I need to finish this report so I don't get in trouble, to an approach goal, like, I'm going to finish this report to help a project I care about, can completely change how your brain responds. It moves you from stress to engagement. This small mental shift helps you get back a sense of purpose and control, which is the perfect antidote to the helplessness that burnout loves. Burnout is as much about your mindset as it is your situation. The cynical, hopeless thoughts that come with it can keep you stuck. This is where a technique from cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, comes in handy. It's a proven tool that teaches you to catch, challenge, and change the negative thoughts that keep the burnout cycle going. Start by being a detective for your own thoughts. When you feel overwhelmed, just notice the story you're telling yourself. Is it something like, I'll never get this all done, I'm a failure? That's a thought, not a fact. Now try to reframe it with a little more balance and compassion. This is a lot, but I can break it down and do one thing at a time. My value as a person has nothing to do with my productivity. This isn't about slapping on a fake smile. It's about being realistic about your thoughts. It's about understanding that your thoughts shape your emotional reality. By consciously choosing a new perspective, you lower the emotional temperature of your stress and build the mental resilience you need to recover. You just can't pour from an empty cup. Rebalancing is all about protecting and refilling your energy, and the best way to do that is by setting boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls to shut people out. They are simply instructions for how you want to be treated, designed to protect your well-being. For a lot of us, especially high achievers and people pleasers, saying no can feel terrifying. But the research is crystal clear. Weak boundaries are a highway to burnout. Start small. Define when your workday ends and actually stick to it. That means no checking emails in bed. Take a real lunch break, away from your screen, and learn the magic phrase, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." That little pause gives you the space to decide if you actually have the time and energy for the request, instead of just saying yes on autopilot. Communicating your limits isn't selfish. It's essential for your survival and your recovery. Burnout isn't just in your head, it's a full-body crisis. All that chronic stress messes with your nervous system, your immune system, and your physical health, so your recovery has to be physical too. You have to actively rebuild your body's exhausted resources. Focus on the big three. First, sleep. If there's one thing that's closely linked to burnout, it's a lack of good sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality rest. Second, nutrition. Feed your body good food and try to cut back on the caffeine and sugar that send your energy and mood on a roller coaster. Third, movement. Gentle, regular exercise, even a daily walk, releases endorphins, cuts down on stress hormones, and actually boosts your energy. And finally, a little mindfulness. Things like deep breathing or meditation are proven to calm your nervous system, helping to shift your body out of that constant, exhausting fight or flight mode. Burnout makes you feel completely alone in your struggle, but we are wired for connection. It's one of the best buffers we have against stress. Reaching out for support isn't a weakness, it's a core recovery strategy. Make a real effort to connect with the people who lift you up. Talk to a trusted friend, your partner, or a family member about what's going on. Just sharing your story can make you feel less ashamed and alone. If your burnout feels really severe, talking to a therapist can give you proven tools and a safe space to heal. Just remember, you were never meant to carry all of this by yourself. Connection is the antidote to the detachment burnout causes. Recovery isn't a one-time fix, it's a daily practice you build into your life. Researchers have found 4 key experiences that are critical for healing from burnout. First is psychological detachment. This just means actually switching off from work. When you're done for the day, be done. No thinking about that project, no checking that one last email. This is the single best way to fight fatigue. Second is relaxation. This is about low-effort, calming activities. Think listening to music, reading a book, or doing some light stretching. Third is mastery. This means getting into hobbies or learning new skills that challenge you in a fun way, outside of work. Learning to play the guitar or trying a new language builds confidence that has nothing to do with your job. And fourth is control. Take charge of your free time. Simply deciding for yourself what you want to do and when you want to do it restores the sense of control that burnout so often steals. By weaving these 4 things into your evenings and weekends, you actively recharge your internal battery and become far more resilient to stress. Recovering from burnout is a journey. It's a path to reinventing your relationship with your work, with other people, and most importantly, with yourself. It all starts by admitting you're exhausted, and then taking these deliberate, science-backed steps to reorganize, reframe, rebalance, rebuild, reconnect, and recharge. Burnout can feel like the end of the road, but it can also be a massive turning point. A chance to build a life that's more intentional, more sustainable, and more you. You are more than what you produce. You deserve rest, joy, and a life that actually feels like it's yours. The power to heal is already in you. If this resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe for more strategies to help you not just survive, but truly thrive. Your recovery starts now.